Okay, so we're out near Lel near Ballarat in Victoria. Just about to go down this little crawl hole here into a really interesting adit, interesting mine. I'm just going to put my light on and we'll go and have a look. Okay, so the little crawl space is just behind me. Squeeze through here. Here we are in a very interesting mine. So I just got a mouthful of these insects. I'll just stop saying very interesting, I say it far too often in my videos. This one is really quite extensive. The Mullukeep actually doesn't look that enormous out there. It's in really steep country, so it's quite significant. I want to move along reasonably quickly in here until we get to various features that are worth looking at. So this one being crosscut here. Just goes through to what they've been working this little reef here. If we look straight up, there is actually a raise going, I reckon, about 5-6 metres up above us. Drill hole there, and down the other side. It just runs through into a dead end there. So they've been following that little laminated reef just along there. Interesting red sandstone here. So we'll continue down this main drive. Slabs falling off the side there. Heaps of rotten timbers in here. So it just runs through to a bit of laminated quartz there, and then a few reefs running down that way as well. If I turn to the right, we have another drive. Continuation of the first one, whichever way you like to look at it. There's a light from a cave monster that entered here before me. There's a couple of us down here at the moment exploring. Interesting in here, see on the footwall here, it's nice and smooth, pick marks. It's actually a big band of clay, big seam of clay, and then there's mineralised stone on this side, and there's a little bit hanging wall there too that's got quartz. Heaps of mineralisation in it. No idea how much gold, probably not a lot I'd say, because there's no actual workings in this mine. It's all exploration. Continue along this way for a bit. There's another crosscut up here somewhere. You can see here the mineralised ground on the left. On the right, unfortunately heavily graffitied, is clay. More old timbers. Bit of a crosscut coming up here. There's that mine monster that I was talking about before. Okay, so on both sides there's little crosscuts. I'll come back to those. We'll continue down the front here. And then once we get to the end of that, I'll turn around and we'll go back and revisit those. A bit further in, we've dug out quite a lot of that clay, I don't know why. Down to the end of the diggings. It gives you a good look at this ground here. A lot of clay there, a heap of mineralised quartz, and the footwall. Unfortunately, there's a lot of graffiti. I don't know how old some of this actually is. I don't like graffiti at all, but that one's 1928 apparently. It might be a bit more modern. There's a couple of older ones in here. It's looking at the handwriting, it could possibly be genuine, but it could be someone being a bit of a turd. Won't use a word I'd actually normally use. There's another one up here I saw before, this one. 1933 again, if it's genuine, who knows. Yeah, we'll go back to that crosscut and we'll have a bit of an explore from there. Back to the last crosscut. That's the end that I just visited up there, and this is heading to the right as you come into the mine. Timber on the floor there. All the timber's really rotten. There's a whole lot of stone here they haven't actually cleaned out, they've only bogged it to here. So I'd say either second era of mining, or yeah, they were running out of money and trying to find something good without spending too much bogging. And it just runs through to here. I don't actually even know where all this quartz has come from. It's backed in from somewhere in here. More quartz in the bog than there is in anything else in the Malik. So we'll go down to that other bit of crosscut on the other side and have a look from there. So that's where I just came from. Put my back to the exit, and this is that last crosscut that I haven't been into yet. Let's rearrange my grip on this phone. So it's probably a little wiggle there. Might cut that out. You can see the hanging wall on the left is pretty rough, and there's some really smooth patches on the footwall on the right. Show you where we're going here. A lot of red stone. So there's a lot of iron oxide in that. A bit of water seepage coming through maybe at some point. There's quartz in there. Oh, that's actually a reef. Thing around this way. Mineralised stone in there that's staining it. This is another spot where they've not really bothered clearing the stone out. They've just gone down a bit further ahead and dumped it out. And a couple of blasts worth in here, I'd say. A bit of squeeze. This is the end, just down here. Pretty cool mine. Don't actually reckon they've made any money out of it all. So they've spent a fortune, but there's no sign of actual workings other than that raise. So must have got a bit of gold out of that. Well, we'll turn around and head back to the surface. Hope you enjoyed the video. We've got heaps more coming up. Mine exploring, blasting, gold prospecting and so on and so forth. So please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel, and we will bring up plenty more good videos. I'm going to head back that way and get some fresh air on the surface.